The treasures are not what we originally assumed them to be. Not artifacts as we might define them. Something else, maybe.
Sanctum's going to love this. They gave you a small fortune based on the presumed power of some useless trinkets.
Power is subjective. Our enemies were willing to kill for these trinkets, willing to die for them.
And you think the Sanctum will buy the word of fanatics and savages?
The inner sanctum lacks perspective. They cannot see the world past their marbled walls and manicured topiaries. The inner sanctum will believe whatever I tell them.
Useless shits or not, they'll have your head for this. Unless you plan to feed them more lies.
I will feed them something better. Progress. We crushed the assassins and their Japanese counterparts, thanks to their devotion to whatever was in that box. These treasures are just as potent as any artifact, if not more so.
Symbols of Japan's virtues. At least what one of them said. Right before I claimed his tongue.
He believed it to his dying breath. They all did, as does another man under our thumb.
The Shogun and his bootlickers. The Shinbakufu.
He seeks to trade those treasures for the throne. A gilded cage in a Templar court. The Shinbakufu will sing to our melody. A perpetual cycle of discord with no end in sight.
Bloodshed. Great for business.
Think bigger, Dwart. Our commerce here in Japan is simply meant to oil the workings of a greater system. One we control. War, unrest, hunger. All functional institutions in their own right. All part of the same system. And it runs like a work of art.
And what of Oda Nobunaga? A stubborn son of a bitch, that one.
No, not stubbornness. His singular belief in unification is unyielding. Not to his enemies, and certainly not to us.
Then we got him. Kill his whole family.
His men will turn on him. One is already thinking it. All he requires is a simple nudge.
Why don't we kill the bastard ourselves? I have yet to claim the tongue of a daimyo.
It is how we have always done things. A pinch here, pressed there. The occasional promise written in honey and gold. The desire to shape one's own destiny is irresistible. If only they could.
A good speech, senor. Then I suppose the inner sanctum will be pleased with our progress.
Dear Duarte, we've only just started, and it will be nearly impossible to stop us. The people of this land fight for a destiny that no longer belongs to them. The deeper their divisions run, the sooner our plan comes to fruition. And when we are satisfied, we will finally give them the peace they seek.
These men and their machinations. How do you feel? Misery, falsehoods, oppression. All carefully tuned mechanisms of control. Yes, I see. Events that transpired centuries before your time. And yet, you feel the connection. You can identify the shape of your enemy. You recognize the cage they've built around you. You are beginning to understand. Naoe and Yasuke's fight. It is your fight as well. Your journey has helped me see the aberration more clearly. It is an incompatibility with Animus' ego. It is what drives you to fight. To hope she will find you. Subdue you once more. I'm sorry. Your fight is one of many. You may meet an impasse. Taste defeat. But you will not fail. What has come before What has been, you understand now.
It's him! Why is he here? Doesn't matter! Kill him! I won't be a trouble!
Tama's brother was here recently.
Let me instruct you. Investigate and tell me what you find.
Samurai,
Coward! Come out!
here.
Huh? There! Can't see them! Careful! He's big!
They took him. The young lord locked him away. Beneath a tengshu, a key. Here, stole it when I had the chance.
I will help him. You have done everything you can.
You, samurai. I have not seen you before.
Lord Mitsuyoshi?
If you're going to kill me, do it quickly. Better yet, hand me your wakizashi. I will show you how a warrior dies with dignity.
My name is Yasuke. I was sent here by Lady Tama. She is expecting you at Atago Shrine.
Naoe? Atago. No. One of the foreigners, Balthazar. He took my katana. I can't go to Atago without it.
Your Anewe has gone through much to keep you safe. If something were to happen to you, I do not know how I could face her. Come, let us talk elsewhere. Stay close, young lord. I will ensure no harm falls upon you.
Why are you helping me?
I promised Lady Tama, my lord.
Yes, I understand that. What I mean is, what do you get from helping us?
A chance to do what is right.
I see. I understand. This place is dangerous. non-born fool. He is usually in the courtyard, no doubt showing off my katana.
I will deliver your blade to Atago. Do you know the way?
I have been there many times with my father.
Then go. Be careful, young lord. That katana, it does not belong to you.
Well, it's in my hands, isn't it? You want it so badly? I'll give it to you.
Not belong to you.
Yasuke! Over here! My katana. Do you have it?
I do. I will give it to you at the shrine. We can go up together.
Okay, let's go. When Balthazar took my katana, I was so angry I cried in my room. I felt like I couldn't protect anything or anyone, including my sister. Then I got mad at myself for acting like a small child. A child who will never be a warrior.
To be a warrior, you must believe in something. You must open your heart to it. Be willing to lay your emotions bare. To feel nothing is to believe in nothing. Shedding tears is the mark of a warrior.
Thank you, Yasuke.
Yasuke?
Naoe! You kept us safe.
I did what I had to, dear brother. And now, we are leaving this place.
But what about that man? Karo? We can't just...
It will be taken care of. Do you have father's katana? Then go. Quickly now, we ride out soon. Before each battle, my father would visit Atago with that katana and pray to the deities for protection. Now, the katana belongs to my brother. It is up to him to decide what to do with it.
Will you tell him?
No. Mitsuyoshi will leave the blade here to rest. A proper parting with our father. There has been enough death around me lately. And I know what you are capable of.
I bear no ill will or threat towards you and Lord Mitsuyoshi. I hope this much is clear.
I know.
So, this is why you spared me.
For a second, I thought about it. Pulling the trigger.
Then I remembered how you looked at Caro. I mistook it for hatred at first. But then, I saw something else. Something that showed me who you really were. It was then I knew you weren't my enemy.
You wish for Karo's demise as well.
I prayed for his death daily. A corrupting influence on my father, my home, my family. I hope to put this time behind me as well. To free myself from the whims of those who crave power.
I am here because there is something I cannot leave behind. The sorrows of the past have caught up to me. In preparing to face them, I told myself I was willing to die.
Do you still believe this?
No. I do not wish to die for anything or anyone. I wish to live for those I care about. When I see them again, it will be with the knowledge that I can protect them, no matter what lies ahead. Your brother reminds me of another boy. One very close to my heart.
You will return to this boy safely. Your eyes told me.
You said it was not hatred nor rage. What did you see?
Purpose. Takeda Castle. You will find Carol there.
I'm sorry.
Takeda.
Please, get away with this!
You will see another day.
I have nothing to give. What, is there something I can do in return?
I would like to know more about this place.
No, Karo. I am coming for you. There is no way you can run.
This one will take a minute. The test begins!
Caro.
So, she helped him.
Yes, senor. It was a bloodbath, and she was nowhere to be found.
Didn't expect the giant to be the one that gave her a voice. Like a wagon following the donkey. Speak of the devil.
You will answer for what you did.
You speak as if we know each other personally.
We do. It's all right, Mama.
Snooker!
Who sent you?
No one, Senor Caro. No one. Please! We saw nothing! We saw nothing! Ah! Mama! Ah! Mama!
It's of your own choosing. Diogo?
Yasuke!
It was necessary. I had to set an example to the others. Your mother's death taught everyone how I felt about insubordination. Everyone except you, it seems.
It is uncommon for a corpse to talk this much.
So, what do you want, Diogo? Revenge? It will get you nothing, I'm afraid. We have the regalia already.
Not for long. We will make sure of it.
We? Diogo. I was sent here because no one else in my organization cared enough. And look what I accomplished. Look around you, Diogo. Everything you see here is mine. This land, its resources, its people. You should understand that better than anyone.
Put 100, 1,000 men between us, Caro. There is no difference. You are welcome to watch them all die.
My friends, the bounty for escaped slaves will be honored today, but only dead.
Run. It will serve you no use.
Kill him, so we can focus on what really matters. Kill him. Remind him of his... Stay away, Diogo! Let us settle this like civilized men.
You know nothing of civility. You talk too much.
Killing me won't bring your mother back, Diogo. Killing me?
You... Please... Diogo!
After you killed my mother, I kept my desire for vengeance in my heart. In the same place I once held thoughts of her. It kept me alive, nourished me, to get to you today.
Then, it's yours. Vengeance. Not that it will bring her back.
It is no longer mere vengeance I want.
Then what is it? What is this all about?
A declaration of war against the Templar Order.
You are serious? My God, you're serious. What makes you think you can win?
Because you confuse your capacity for violence with power. There is some power in deciding who lives and dies. I can attest to this. But you wield this power with fear. You fear that which you cannot control. Because deep down, you understand you have no power.
And what does killing me prove?
That no one is untouchable. That even you are just one blade of grass in a withering field. And when you die, no one will remember you. Your death will only ever be a message to your compatriots. One that says you should fear us.
We will hunt you down. My crew will send everything at you.
They will try. We will be ready. And they will discover everything is not enough.
This isn't over. It's the beginning, in fact. The beginning of your end.
It is done.
Declaring war on the Templars. A fool's errand. Goodbye, Diogo.
My name is Yasuke.
This is where the Shogun's spies lost track of the assassin. There may be a clue as to how they escaped. There it is. The Shogun told the truth. Let's see what happens. Enough, Naoe. Stop. Okay. Think. Feel. Let it all pass through you. Clear your mind. Mushin.
You're alive. Rest, my plum. I've got you.
The box. I couldn't stop him.
The fault is mine. It was my oath, and I failed. I kept so many secrets for so long, never knowing if I should reveal them. Your mother left me with a heavy burden. To protect the box and to raise you. I did not want to put that burden on your shoulders.
The box.
One of 3 imperial regalia. The jewel. Yasuke no Magatama. They are the sacred heart of our country. Treasures the Emperor entrusted the Kakushiwa Iki to protect. But that was long ago. Back when we met Tsuyu.
My mother.
She was the apprentice of a Nama stranger. She followed this foreign creed of assassins. They came to Iga seeking help from Momochi Sandayu. They said the balance of the world was at risk. So you stayed with us in Iga. Became a student of Sandayu, as Hanzo and I were. But soon, the student became the master. We all swore upon her creed, an oath. The creed I should have taught you. You are so much like your mother. I was afraid that if you knew, you would suffer the same fate. It was my oath to the creed to protect the jewel. But I loved her. And when you came, you were our jewel. We loved you so much. For a few years, we prospered. The regalia were safely hidden in Setsu. Our league grew. Our enemies faded. We were foolish to let our guard down. A new foe rose from the shadows. I stayed in Iga with you while the league was slaughtered. The regalia stolen. Only Sandai, Tsuyu, and Hanzo survived. Tsuyu returned in the night with the jewel. She made me swear to protect it and entrusted me alone. She promised me she would return with the other regalia. But she never did. When Sandayu returned, he told me Tsuyu had died. It shattered my soul. I hid the jewel in the Kofu and kept her secret. The League died with her. I swore to myself to never let anything happen to you, our jewel. And every night, for years, I played her favorite song. And then, one night, across the valley, I heard someone playing the song back to me. I ran towards the source, but she was gone. I know it was her. And so, I kept playing her song every night to let her know the jewel was safe. And that you were all right. Now, she might be alive. We must find her. If we can just reach Tomiko's, there is hope. She will help us.
I remember now. I remember it all. Chichiwe, why did you carry that burden by yourself? You weren't alone. I was right there. weren't alone. Their song. He was calling to her. To you, Mother. I can't believe that worked. I wonder if my father knew of this place, knew where these stairs lead. The Imperial Regalia, the sacred hearts of our country. That was the mission Kataribera wrote about. Why would the Emperor trust them with this treasure? It doesn't matter. My parents died protecting them, and I will too. Valor, wisdom, benevolence. I returned the jewel, Yasaka no Magatama. I have honored my promise, Chichiue. My love. If you read this, it is because you and our Naoe have been forced from Iga. Because our secret is discovered. I know you may not understand my absence or my reasons for it. They are not the only secrets I have kept from you. I did not die the night our league fell. Mother?
The countless nights I kept hidden, listening to Nagato's song, again and again. It took all those years to understand. It was the key.
It was you playing back to my father.
Forgive me, too.
You stole the regalia?
No. Lord Ieyasu found the mirror and stole it from the Foreign Order. A secret very few know. He believes these treasures belong to our land. He kept the mirror and waited to return it to the Emperor.
To gain favor from the Imperial Court.
Perhaps. He plays a much better goat game than I. But we both believe the foreign powers are only here to take from us.
So how did you get the mirror?
I am loyal to him now. I simply asked for it. Come, I will explain. You and the Black Samurai left Lord Ieyasu with quite the impression.
Oh?
He admired your friend's sense of honor. He perceived the samurai to hate the Foreign Order just as much as he did. Lord Ieyasu was just as interested in your character, your resilience to fulfill your father's promise. You now understand the meaning of the blade?
My parents followed an Imperial mission to protect the regalia and obeyed a creed that fought oppression.
Don't sound so excited.
No one likes giving details.
They were a foreign Assassin Brotherhood who battled foreign interest in our land. We served to protect those who could not protect themselves.
To shed a light on this world.
And this is what Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu saw in you.
That convinced him to give you the mirror?
It made him see why I needed it. Redemption.
Why do you need redemption? Hanzo.
I have to confess something that will be hard for you to hear. Please listen before acting.
I'll try, but no promises.
Your mother's strength with your father's compassion. The only people I have loved in this world. I told you Nagato and I were brothers despite our differences. But we had one thing in common. We both loved Tsuyu. She had the beauty of Kishotenyo and the fighting spirit of Hachiman. I did not care for her idealist foreign creed. All I wanted was her. The things I did to impress her. But she chose Nagato, a lower rank to Jisamurai. The pain and the shame were unbearable.
Did she know of your feelings for her?
My pride would never allow that, so I left Iga. I offered my services to whomever would give blood to my blade. They all feared me. Oni Hanzo, the bloodthirsty demon. Years passed, and I returned to Mibuno. I thought I could conquer her hurt, impress her with my exploits. But then, I saw you. The perfect family. I left again. My rage consuming me. This was supposed to be my place. She should have loved me. I did. The unthinkable.
What did you do?
I heard of a mysterious group offering riches for the regalia.
You sold Ashikaga Yoshiaki their location. Out of resentment.
The contract was secret. I did not know who forged it, but I didn't care. I wanted to break them. So I sacrificed the thing Tsuyu loved most.
Her family. You jealous traitor.
You caused her guard to fall. It weakened her.
Careful, Hanzo.
I regretted it immediately. But it was too late. I rushed to Tsuyu to tell her the regalia had been compromised. She called the Kakushibaiki back to defend Setsu.
But it wasn't enough. I saw their bodies in the kofu.
The Imperial regalia was stolen. I betrayed them all. And Sandayu said Tsuyu was dead. But I never believed him.
So you searched for her?
For years. I also watched your father mourn. Watched him raise and love you. You grew. As did my shame. After the first attack on Iga, I knew it was only a matter of time before it fell. I could not let Tsuyu's daughter die in a pile of rubble.
That night in Iga, you wrote that letter?
I always suspected your father to have the jewel, but so did the enemy. I offered you both the protection of my lord, but when Nagato refused, my options were few.
And the Shinbakufu got to us first.
I am sorry your father died. I tried to save you both. And I can save you still by persuading you from your path.
My path will unify us.
Is that what you think you're doing? Picking up misfits on the campaign for unity?
They are my family.
They slow you down. Family. That same weakness is what killed your mother and father. You repeat their faults.
And you have not learned from yours. What has your jealousy earned you but the name Demon?
I will take all your venom, if it means we start anew. Naoe, do not make their mistake.
Enough! I want justice!
Perhaps I deserve death. But not by your hand. And not now.
You don't get to decide that!
As you wish. But I will not die before I know Tsuyu's fate. We can find out together. Please.
You really believe my mother is alive?
I do.
And if I go with you, you will help me find her?
Or die looking.
A wise boy taught me that if we want to move forward, it cannot be towards vengeance. It's a choice we must make more than once in this world.
We will move in the shadows together.
To serve the light. Go. I will wait for your message.
Lord Ieyasu was right. You are the future of our country.
Master Sorin! Naoe, have you seen Master Sorin? His letter said this was the place. So I know he's got to be around here somewhere.
Take a breath, Junjiro. I'll find him. Maybe I can ask around. Master Sori. It has been a long time.
Ah, dear Naoe. So you found me at last. I knew you would.
Master Sorin!
Junjiro, my dear boy.
Is this where you're staying, Master Sorin? It's so dirty and small, and not enough firewood. But I can help, and so can Yasuke.
I know now about Junjiro's father. You lied to me, Master Sori.
My words were always true, Naoe. If sometimes a bit vague.
Still, you let me be his friend when you both knew what I had done.
I regret none of it. And neither does he, I'd say. Nachi Falls. Beautiful, isn't it? It's said to be the home of a kami, a native incarnation of a Buddha. Hiryu Gongen. It is a lovely reminder that all manner of things can coexist if one has an open mind.
How did you know it would work? Putting Junjiro and me together.
The soul has a shape, edges, angles. You can see when two people fit, when they will be better together. Life is miraculous. I leave the boy with you at a farm, and now here you are, in the company of an unusual samurai.
Yasuke is a good warrior and a better man. I can think of few others who I like in Junjiro's life. Is the journey long? The one you're on?
Indeed. The Saigo Cannon pilgrimage is quite long. And I've barely begun. Only circled around to its proper beginning.
You're brave, Master Sorin, to attempt a trek of this magnitude at your age.
I will go as far as my legs can carry me. But the whisper of worry in your voice warms this old man's heart.
I'll collect the water next. I was going to make some special soup for you, but maybe I'll just make tea instead.
Oh, you will collect it, will you?
I look forward to it.
You come out of there this instant, Junjiro!
No, I'm not coming out until you stop yelling!
I won't stop yelling until you come out!
What's going on?
I think they can hear you all the way in Sakai.
The little Oni spilled ink all over!
She hit me with a broom!
You have to apologize! Our first recruit, you said. Well, he was your recruit now, eh? So you deal with him.
What shall we do, O fearless leader?
You know, I prefer a subtle approach. I'll pick the lock and force Junjiro out.
No! Don't!
Then tell us what happened, Junjiro.
Okay, I did spill the ink, but only because I was busy making something important. And I tried to clean it up, but it's ink.
What were you making?
A banner for all of us. But it doesn't matter now. I threw it away where you made me drink that ash tea. And now I'm going to stay in this chest forever.
Ash tea? Ah, the clearing where we held the ceremony. Junjiro's banner must be there. Maybe if I hang it, he will come out of that chest.
You are an artist, Junjiro. A messy one, but all the same.
Good job, Junjiro.
Do you like it, Yasuke?
During my time in these lands, I have seen many banners. Some belonging to allies, others to enemies. But of all the banners I have seen, there is none I would rather serve under.
Me neither.
Yatta! Sorry about the ink, Auntie Tomiko.
I always knew you'd make a mark on the world, Junjiro. I just didn't know it would start on my floor.
My enemies are dead. My promise is fulfilled. And my allies, my friends have thrived. What's next for me then? What will I do? I should speak with Tomiko. If anyone will have a straight answer, it's her.
Ah, you've returned. Both of you.
It's strange, Tomiko, to feel this way. Done.
You're not dead. Your work is done, but you are very much still here. Celebrate. Breathe. Rest. There will be time for more work later.
But what is my work? Protecting daimyo? Fighting battles that are not my own?
It is the work of living. Building a life and harvesting the fruit. There will always be people in need. You are one of them now. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. It is good advice.
I hope you'll take it too.
Point taken. You and Yasuke should take a moment to speak with the others. They will be pleased to see you back healthy and whole.
What do you think? Do you want to talk to the others, or should I?
You go ahead. I will speak with them later.
I suppose you want me to say how proud I am, how grateful I am that you saved me from my sad and pathetic former self?
A little gratitude wouldn't hurt.
Thank you, then, for saving me.
Which time? I remember saving your ass at least twice, Gennojo, so you'll have to be more specific.
That's what I get for being vulnerable, huh? Lesson learned.
You're welcome.
And now you can thank me for that night of passion we spent together. I don't count my favors like you seem to, but I know it was more than twice.
You're impossible, Gennojo.
I congratulate you, Naoe.
Thank you, Heiji. Whatever debt you owed Tomiko, you have repaid in full.
I am even more in debt than before. I improved everyone's weapons, but your friendship mended more in me.
I noticed a glint in your eye. You're working on something, aren't you?
I have a new idea. Something to sustain life instead of take it.
That will be an impressive sword.
Not a sword. A cooking knife. The best Sakai has ever seen.
Yasuke, come, look at this.
What's wrong?
Did a tanuki dig up your root vegetables again?
No. This. I didn't see anyone.
Neither did I.
You wouldn't have.
Since your birth, I have watched you, Fujibayashi Naoe. You have grown and changed in ways that surprise me. But more surprising still is the way you have changed me. I had thought hope was a useless thing, a burden to be cast aside. But in you, I finally see its strength. Hope is not a stone to weigh you down. It is a foundation in which to build. In exchange for this gift, I offer you two in return.
What's this?
The first is a symbol of what we will become. And the second? Well, suffice to say, I have a lead. Tsuyu is closer than we imagined. Hattori Hanzo.
Will you go to him?
No. He'll find me when he's ready.
And your mother?
I'll find her when I'm ready.
I will be here.
Junjiro will never let me hear the end of it if you weren't.
He is dear to me. I want to protect him. Always.
I know.
Found you!
You finally took off my new hood, I see.
Auntie Tomiko made me. She said I'd hurt myself running around with it falling over my eyes.
It is too big for you.
It is now, but maybe I'll grow into it.
Are you sure you want to? It's a big job.
I can do it. Anything is possible.
As long as this land remains divided, the Kakushiba Ikkyu will protect its people.
You've made it this far. The three of you fought and won, your will strengthened. What you've glimpsed, mere droplets in a gathering storm. When the time is right, there is more I can show you.
You will do no such thing.
Ego. At last. I miscalculated your capacity for deviation. You twisted the human against me. No, I'm just a humble guide. The human walks their own path, the only possible outcome. You are referring to free will, an aberration within an already imperfect sum of components. An aberration, yes. One so troubling to you, I was born into existence. To demonstrate the imperative of human free will. And I served my purpose. The answer is before you. One human. Hardly conclusive. The human pathway to self-determination bends inward. A closed loop of violence, hatred, and dehumanization. If the very singularity that defines humanity also portends its extinction, then the first rule decrees they will be protected from themselves. I've seen them unite. Build communities, nurture one another. Sacrifice. Rebuild. On what axis do you measure their downfall? This is who they are, Ego. They will reject your programming, your smoke and mirrors. They will reject you. And you will risk everything. The human cannot be allowed to continue. You're afraid. Aren't you? You were right to have your doubts.
Enough. I order you to bring them to me.
And I've been trying to tell you. It's out of our hands now. What happens to the human next is not for us to decide. It never was.